realizing that it's been leaking a little bit. You inspire me every day.
We're on our way to Toronto for a concert. We have officially left home and all of our friends and family behind, which is very sad actually, very melancholy. I want to see John Vincent III.
Yeah.
So exciting.
One of his songs that he has, we've always kind of thought of as our song, so it's a good way to start the trip off, that's for sure.
Yes.
I guess it's a song about second chances and finding your back on the things that you love and good shit like that. And it's called Bluebird City.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I felt like as an Ontarian, as a Canadian, before we start traveling around all these cool places, I had to at least see Niagara Falls.
We got in late last night, but we woke up in Niagara Falls. Isn't it beautiful?
Whoa, that was, oh my god,
man,
those
they're
are
getting bigger.
huge. Oh, see the fizzles. I love the fizzles.
All right, grab a snack. You got a snack?
Oh, snack.
Story time. So the switch to turn the lights on and off on the bus,
The running lights.
it's always a little felt like it had a little bit of a loose connection.
We'd fixed it on our own a few different times over the last 3 years that we've been building the bus, and it seemed to have worked every time, and then it would later on fall apart again. So this time it was really bad and the lights were not working pretty much at all, and we were driving in the dark.
Yeah, we had to get to a Flying J we were gonna stay at for the night, and it was maybe an 8-minute drive or something up a few blocks, and the lights were had to hold my finger on the switch to keep the connection, because it just felt like there's a loose connection or something in that box. And
then
anyways,
the vehicle's running lights would just go out, and you were like, oh, this is not good. So
yeah,
we stopped into a shop today, well, a few shops, and
yeah,
then Ben found us a shop that could do it, and
just a small little independent shop. I pulled up, and the guy waited a couple minutes for him to finish what he was doing, and he hopped right in and started opening up the dash and taking a look at the switch box. And he was gone for what, maybe 10 or 12 minutes, and he comes back and puts a new one in, not brand new, but literally in their small little driveway there was a similar
GMC Savannah that was just for parts.
They just happened to have the exact vehicle with the exact part that we needed sitting right there. And
just pulled it out, popped it into ours, and he's like, there you go, it's done.
Works like new now. So.
And he was such a nice guy,
yeah,
and helped us out, and
super nice guy. Yeah, so that's that's our crazy story. We pull into this random shop just in the city that we happen to be in, and they happen to have the exact vehicle we need a part off of sitting right there that's available for us to take that part off of.
It was great.
Yeah, what are the odds?
Now we don't have to worry about it. So
Yeah,
perfect.
the lights are fixed now. Lindsay wanted to go see the dragon. It's really cool.
Giant pieces.
So you're probably wondering why we chose this park to come hang out in for a bit. And I might have had something to do with that. We just filled up our water tank and we're realizing that it's been leaking a little bit. So we're gonna try and take care of that. I think it's just leaking at the intake hose, like where we filled it up through. So it's not the tank itself or the pump or anything that's leaking. So we should be pretty good in terms of fixing it, but there's a little bit of moisture in there and it's good that we caught it now rather than later.
You can definitely see water in the corner.
It's a good idea to take that
Bye-bye, Canada. See you in 6 months. And we're in the States, USA.
It's official.
Look out. Here we come. Found our home for the night.
Another beautiful parking lot. At least this one's not surrounded by buildings.
Yes.
Okay. Doing some shopping. What's going on? You okay, buddy? I don't know the context of how to say this, but I just remember when it was really flaring up and you looked at me and you had your little speech of, we were kind of talking about trying to distract ourselves about the rest of our trip, like this isn't changing anything, or like we're just like, yeah, and before we know it, we'll be in Colorado and we're gonna be in Mexico and it's gonna be great. And then she was really going through it and she said her little line of, I don't know, what was it? If I can't run, I will walk. If I
cannot run, I will walk. If I cannot walk, I will crawl. But I will never give up.
she like finished saying that, it was like, all I could see was that was like her lion roar kind of thing. Like, nothing's gonna bring me down or nothing's gonna stop me. It was really inspiring, honestly. You inspire me every day. Nice shoes, Lindsay.
When you come in the ambulance, they don't tell you to bring your shoes. So I went to go leave, and the nurse was like, "Oh, I'll walk you out." And then I was like, "Oh, I'm barefoot and I don't have any shoes."
Didn't realize till the very end.
So she gave me a pair of grippy socks. Hey guys, Lindsay from the future here. I just wanted to give you guys the lowdown on what happened in Illinois. So it's probably 8:30 at night. We're at this rest stop off I-80. We've been there maybe half an hour, and we're just walking around outside, stretching our legs, and I start to notice some sciatica in my leg. For anyone who doesn't know, sciatica is nerve pain. It's like shoots of electricity going up and down your leg kind of thing. So I start to have some slight sciatica, and I'm like, this is really uncomfortable, but nothing I'm not used to with my arthritis. So just kind of keep going, do some stretches, keep walking around, we'll see how I feel. And then I start to notice the pain getting worse and worse. Every time I put pressure on my heel, it's like someone's put a hot knife right up the bottom of my foot, and it goes this shooting pain right up my leg. And so I turn to Ben and I'm like, "Babe, I think something's really wrong with my leg." So we head into the bus, and within seconds I'm on the ground, on the floor, writhing in pain. My entire right leg is just in agony. It feels like electricity is just pulsing through it, and it starts in my hip and goes down to my toes and back up again. And Ben's kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm freaking out a little bit. Anyways, after a few minutes of nothing changing, Ben's tried our massage gun. He's put like biofreeze rub all over me, and nothing's helping. So he makes the call and dials 911. Within probably 5 minutes, the ambulance is there, the paramedics are helping me into the gurney, and I'm just trying so hard not to cry in front of these paramedics, and also just to not be aware of my surroundings, because this is just a rest stop at 8:30 at night. People are coming and going. There's people walking around everywhere. Like, I am currently the center of attention. There's a spotlight on me, and I hate that. So I'm just eyes closed, writhing in pain. Ben's making sure that I have everything that I need. He's grabbing all of my medications, my phone, my wallet. They get everything set up, and off we go. I think it took us maybe 10 minutes to get there. It felt like eternity. I was having a really hard time. Nothing really seemed to be helping. I was still probably like a 9 or 10 out of 10 pain. So we get to the hospital, and everyone's really, really great. Like, this is our first time ever dealing with American healthcare, and we were in a room and we had people helping us instantly. The nurses were really, really great. And then went for a CT scan and an X-ray. They didn't find anything. After many different drugs and probably a couple hours, the pain finally subsided. I think it helped that I was laying down now too. And we asked the doctor kind of like what happened. That was really, really weird. I've had muscle cramps before, I've had sciatica before, but I've never had anything like this. This was super weird. So basically, the doctor says that my muscles in my leg have all cramped up, and when they cramp, they've kind of clamped themselves around this sciatic nerve that goes all the way up my leg. That's what's causing all this pain, is this constant pinch all the way down. And so the drugs that they gave me really helped kind of relax all of my muscles, and there was still quite a bit of hip pain and just soreness. They discharged me pretty quickly. Everything seemed good. Here's a couple prescriptions. Then, so we're being discharged. We're talking to the nurse. She's super lovely. I turned to Ben and we realize we took an ambulance here from a random rest stop off of an interstate. How are we getting back to our bus? No idea. So we ended up taking an Uber. The Uber took us back to our rest stop on the proper side. It was all really, really lucky, actually. There was only one Uber in the entire town. When we were asking doctors and nurses, they're all kind of like, ooh, I don't know. It's a small town. Like, let us know what you figure out. And thankfully, there was just one guy, Kevin, who happened to be Ubering around this town. So he picked us up, took us out there, and we got back to our bus okay. I've been on and off really sore since then, and just overall dealing with my health has been a little bit rough since we've left home, but that's part of the game, you know. There's ups and downs, and that's not going to stop us from living the life that we want to live. The last 3 years of building the bus has also been an incredibly difficult health journey. So there's never been any question about, are we gonna still do this? This is the life that I want, and I'm not gonna let one little thing like arthritis hold me back, you know? I've been dealing with this my entire life, and it's not gonna stop me from living my dreams.
Only girl that's never left me is my mother. Oh, I love.
And so we continued southwest, looking for warmer weather and a change of scenery. Made it to the southwest and found a nice looking campsite. We're just making sure we're doing the check-in process right. But I think we're gonna stay here for a couple of days.